What happens when six unforgettable singles from Match Me Abroad take their search for love to brand new corners of the globe, bringing every bit of hope, drama, and did that just happen energy with them? From Harold's heartfelt reset in neon-lit Singapore to Monica's sun-soaked chemistry in Brazil, Amber's romantic curveballs in the Irish countryside, Victoria's self-discovery through dates gone sideways, Sarah's glamorous stand against makeovers, and Tony's polarizing pursuit under the Brazilian sun, this past year has been packed with plot twists you didn't see coming. We're diving into all of it, the reunions, the surprises, the awkward silences, and the moments that made us believe again. So grab your coffee, settle in, and get ready to catch up with every familiar face. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell because you won't want to miss what's next in the Match Me Abroad universe. Harold is back on our screens, and you can feel the difference the moment he steps off the plane. Calmer, a little wiser, still wonderfully earnest. This past year, he pivots from Prague to Singapore, telling fans he's giving love another real shot in a new culture with new matchmakers and a clean slate kind of hope. TLC tees up his return, and the buzz builds fast. Season 2 is here, and Harold, now 43, is our familiar face in a neon-bright city where rules feel different and possibilities feel bigger. The dates start rolling, and reality strikes quickly. In a sneak peek, his first meetup in Singapore goes sideways. Awkward silences, mismatched vibes, that heavy feeling when you realize charm alone won't carry the night. Harold takes it on the chin, processing it in that thoughtful way we know so well, then resets and keeps going. He tells us, essentially, this is what real dating looks like. Hopeful starts, imperfect middles, and the courage to try again next week. On Instagram, he frames the year like a before and after. Then and now. 2 years since the first journey, but with a different skyline outside the window. He hints at new connections and introduces friends who become small anchors in the whirlwind, little human moments between the big TV beats. You could almost hear the clatter of hawker stalls, see him grinning at a table piled with dishes he can't pronounce yet, and it feels good for him. And then there's Michaela, the chapter viewers never stopped caring about. After months of quiet, fans surface a heart-lifting update. Harold shares that Michaela is in remission. It's brief, respectful, and full of relief. The way you speak about someone you still hold dear. It closes a painful loop from their Prague story, one that had sent him fundraising and sending steady encouragement from afar. And it gives his new season a gentler kind of permission to move forward without forgetting. So, where is Harold now? In motion, dating in Singapore, regrouping after misfires, learning the city's rhythm, and letting the universe surprise him again. He's still the open book, artist, inventor, romantic, only with a few more pages written and a little more light between the lines. Monica is in motion, literally packing her heart in a carry-on and flying south to Brazil. After years of centering life around her daughter Alyssa in California, she steps into season 2 of Match Me Abroad with that bright beach city confidence and a promise to finally put herself first. TLC teases her as one of 6 new singles this season, and the premiere lands June 22, 2025, setting the stage for Sun, Samba, and second chances. On social, Monica's voice is the same mix of bold and goofy viewers love from her first appearance. She laughs at herself, flexes her gym rat routine, and prays out loud when the nerves hit. The bio reads like a quick portrait. Proud Latina, ASU grad, dog mom to blue, and very much a Match Me Abroad returnee, now with Brazil on the itinerary. In late June, she posted cheeky nod to learning foot volley. Yes, the beach kind. Teasing new episodes and showing she's all in on the culture that's courting her back. By premiere day, she's in pretty clothes, joking about tears and belly-aching laughs, and inviting fans to watch her best attempt at Portuguese. On screen, things heat up fast. Entertainment Weekly's first look frames Monica as the California romantic who quickly falls for two men. A flutter that plays out in Brazil with golden hour kisses and those hard next day conversations. TLC's own clip backs it up, showing her thriving when the matchmaker finally lands on a guy who was exactly her type. You can feel the tug of war. Chemistry versus clarity, heart versus history. It's messy in the way new love often is, and Monica isn't pretending otherwise. Meanwhile, the official TLC cast guide paints her why, a devoted single mom who has spent years focused on family and career, now ready to leap. Pop Culture's interview adds texture. She wants passion, yes, but also a real partner who meets her where she lives, faith forward, family first, and fun on the weekends. If you've been rooting for her, this past year is the reset. New country, new language, new rules, and the cameras catch a woman choosing hope out loud. So, where is Monica now? In the present tense, eyes bright, passport open, and asking Brazil to answer back. If the last 12 months prove anything, it's that she's done apologizing for wanting both romance and stability. And this time, she's letting the world watch her say yes. Amber is in motion this year, suitcase in hand, heart wide open, and Ireland on the horizon. On Instagram, she teases the countdown with a grin you can practically hear. Just 3 more Sundays until she gets to relive her dating adventure on TV. And yes, it's the emerald green one, Match Me Abroad Season 2. She frames the moment like a reset, Texas roots, Irish dreams, and a simple hope for love that feels calm, family-minded, and real. TLC's official profile backs it up. Amber is the Texas romantic heading to Ireland in search of a countryside future. When premiere week hits in late June, the tone is flirty and fearless. TLC's reels show her clocking a look, leaning into the butterflies, and stepping into dates with that blend of nerves and spark that makes you lean closer to the screen. Entertainment Weekly's season rollout positions her exactly where she wants to be, a woman who dreams of love, kids, and a quieter life, set against cliffs, stone walls, and the soft rain of Ireland. But Amber's arc isn't just candles and castles, it's TV, so there's always a curveball. A July headline ricochets across reality TV corners, a date detail so eyebrow-raising it flirts with the absurd. Let's just say a compost conversation that sends social threads buzzing and puts Amber's composure on display. It's messy, it's memorable, and it keeps her name in the discourse as episodes roll. Then comes the mid-season tease, and Amber's story levels up. She's paired with Mr. Ireland, trading small talk for a date that takes an unexpected turn. An outing inside a prison setting that looks more like an adventure than a red flag, and somehow you can see her curiosity kick in rather than shut down. The sneak peek makes it clear. Amber's willing to say yes to new experiences if it means getting closer to that steady, rooted kind of love. Off camera, she keeps life grounded. Beauty work, Pilates, and a low-key feed that reads like a breathe in, breathe out between filming days. Match Me Abroad S2 right in the bio. It's a soft flex that says she's proud of the journey and ready for whatever the next episode, on screen and in life, decides to bring. Here's where Victoria is right now, moving fast, talking faster, and boarding a plane to Ireland with that New Yorker spark in her eyes. She's tried nearly 50 first dates back home and still isn't finding the person who keeps pace with her heart. So this year, she changes the scenery. Green hills, salty air, a charming accent around every corner. She's ready to be surprised, even if it means unlearning a few habits along the way. From the moment she lands, the friction is real. Her Ireland-based matchmaker wants intentionality and presentation. Victoria arrives as herself, bold, unfiltered, and dressed for comfort on the transatlantic flight. The feedback stings, but it also lights a fire. This isn't about playing small, it's about figuring out which parts of New York Victoria serve her and which parts are just armor. The clash sets the tone for a season of growth where she learns to accept coaching without dimming her personality. And then there's the date that goes sideways in the most unforgettable way. Picture a lively seafood spot, plates clinking, laughter in the background, and a suitor who reaches for hot sauce and unbelievably pours it into his own eye. The moment is chaotic, shocking, and oddly clarifying. Victoria wants passion, sure, but she also wants steadiness. Someone who can bring fun without bringing chaos. She leaves with a story and a sharper sense of what forever should feel like. Week by week, we see her recalibrating, holding on to her wit, softening around the edges, and opening up to the idea that romance can be both electric and grounded. She's not shrinking for anyone, she's refining. In the glow of Irish evenings and under the nudge of a no-nonsense matchmaker, Victoria's search becomes bigger than a single date. It's a season of self-editing, of listening and choosing, of insisting that the right partner won't just keep up with her, they'll celebrate the speed. The journey is unfolding now, and whether the next chapter ends in a kiss or a lesson, Victoria's writing it in real time. Sarah is in motion, bags checked, lashes on, heart open as she lands in Singapore with a very specific wish list, and her mom cheering from the sidelines. This season, she isn't dabbling, she's decisive. A 36-year-old Houston entrepreneur who built her own online jewelry and accessory shop and says helping women look and feel beautiful is part of her DNA. That mission shows in every glittering detail she curates. And yes, in the full glam armor she wears into every first impression. Cameras catch her first meetings with matchmaker Dolly, who pushes a controversial strategy, unglam a little to widen the dating pool. Sarah listens, polite, poised, but she holds her ground. The lashes stay, the hair stays, the look stays. It becomes a flashpoint on screen. A tiny fashion choice that turns into a bigger question about identity, confidence, and who should bend for love. TLC's clips tease the moment and the internet has thoughts. Of course it does. Then come the dates. Singapore at night, a sleek restaurant, city lights pricking the glass. Sarah walks in like she owns the room. Producers frame it as a potential Prince Charming, and for a second, you can see her armor relax, her voice soften, her shoulders drop. She isn't auditioning, she's allowing herself to be seen. Mid-season recaps hint that her story heats up right here, pushing past surface judgments and into conversations about values, family, and what partnership looks like when you've already built a life you're proud of. Off camera, she keeps her circle close and her feed curated. On Instagram, she signals where to find her creative work, strained jewelry, while noting that follower requests are being accepted after the season wraps. It's a savvy move from a maker who understands timing, brand, and boundaries. Let the season breathe, then invite everyone in. So where is Sarah now in this very moment? She's in that messy, hopeful middle, defending her signature look, testing real chemistry in a new city, and proving that you can want romance without dimming the shine you worked hard to earn. It's not just a storyline, it's a statement. And as the season rolls forward, the question isn't whether Sarah changes for love, it's whether love arrives ready for Sarah. Tony steps into this season with the confidence of a man who's convinced the right match is waiting in Brazil, and he's ready to cross a continent to meet her. Introduced this spring as one of Season 2's globe-trotting singles, Tony is presented as a Florida guy who's tried everything, even AI-polished photos, and now believes Brazilian women might align with his dream of love and family. The setup is classic TLC romance, but the timeline is very now. The season premieres in late June, and Tony's storyline heats up through July as episodes roll out. From the moment he lands, Tony pairs with Luisa, the Brazilian matchmaker tasked with translating his expectations into real dates. Their dynamic becomes its own subplot. On screen, Luisa gently pushes him to be flexible. Tony counters with firm preferences, and the tension is palpable. Episode notes even call out that she doubts his high standards, while later teases show Tony questioning her approach. It's the kind of friction that makes viewers lean in, wondering whether either will bend before the romance breaks. Mid-season, the trailer crystallizes Tony's arc. Luisa lines up another date, but with a caveat urging him to keep an open mind. Tony's response is defiant, the soundbite of a man who refuses to be put in a box. It's a crisp snapshot of where he is right now, determined, polarizing, and undeniably watchable as Brazil's energy swirls around him. Late-night neon, cafe clatter, and beach breeze first impressions that either bloom or burn out fast. Off-screen, the chatter is loud. Fan forums and social clips light up with debates over Tony's deal breakers and dating theories, casting him as one of the season's lightning rods. Whether you see red flags or a man laser-focused on what he wants, the conversation keeps his story in the spotlight as new episodes drop. Meanwhile, official promos keep teasing his Brazilian chapter. No confirmed in-game yet, just a drumbeat of dates, edits, and cliffhangers that keep the speculation humming. So where is Tony today? Very much in the mix, navigating Luisa's playbook, testing his own boundaries, and learning in real time whether the partner he pictures is waiting in São Paulo's glow or somewhere he least expects. For now, the only sure thing is that the next episode could change everything. And there you have it. 6 journeys, 6 totally different paths, and one shared truth. Love never plays by the rules. Harold's chasing connection in Singapore, Monica's learning the rhythm of Brazil, Amber's taking leaps in Ireland, Victoria's editing her love story in real time, Sarah's holding her ground with style, and Tony, well, he's proving that high standards make for high drama. Which storyline has you hooked? Whose next chapter are you rooting for or dreading? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I know you have opinions. And if you loved this whirlwind trip around the Match Me Abroad world, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you're here when the next twist drops. Until then, this is The Fame, where we keep the tea hot, the updates fresh, and the drama rolling.